Hello everybody and welcome back to Colony Survival with my rather ramshackle kind of looking place. What I'm hoping to get today is a couple more miners down the mine. So they'll be getting me stone for a start. And excuse my froggy voice this morning, I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, yes, get some more miners. We're going to get more berry farmers. Food is really important in this, and it's really, really important not to kind of skimp on it. I'm also going to just finish off walling in this section. I don't know whether I'd be able to get it. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it big enough to get a second set of fields in on that side, but I could put an extra set of fields on the other side. And then I could put more fields, or living quarters could go around the edges, actually. Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty cool idea, I think, if I can get that to work. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the edge. I could, yeah, I reckon I could do that. I reckon I could get that done. Change of mind then, again. And then fill this back in with grass. And I believe I put in and then took away the first ideas I had for getting the fields in here, just because they were slightly off compared to the size of the field. So let's get rid of this tree that's right in my way. So we're going to basically probably have the field all the way from here to here. And then have another one starting here to here. That's what I think I'll do. And then we'll get another couple. I've got -2 unemployed. Do I still have those fields in? Oh, I do. Okay. I want to remove them and move them slightly. Remove. Put them back in the proper place. And once I do that, then I can get a water gatherer going as well. And once they've started sort of bringing in some wheat and things like that, then I will put in a bread maker. So we'll need a miller and we will need a baker. So what I think I'll do, I always do this. Right click, Sheila, right click. So that's still 10 by 10, is it? Okay. I may have to have these butted right up to each other to get them to fit. We'll see. We'll see how they go. Oh, they just won't fit. Oh, that's so frustrating. Ah. Okay, never mind. The maximum they'll go to is 100. However, if I do something like 8 by 12, that would still work. 5 by 20 will still work. Get 91 out of that. I'd get 96 out of that. I'd be 4 missing, but 10 by 10 is the optimum. And I just don't have enough space. You know, that's gonna super frustrate me for the rest of this whole entire thing, if that's the case. You know, the other thing I could just do. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just make this really big and not have a wall. So I'm still going to plan out the space. But this area is going to be a big, long field that goes almost the whole length of this. Okay? We good with this, guys? Yes. We are good with this, guys. So it's going to take a little bit of doing, and I don't really particularly want all of the areas in yet. I kind of do though as well, but I want to know how big they're going to be. So I mean, I already had the wheat farmer thing there. Okay, so 10 by 10 will bring us to about here. And then another 10 by 10. We'd still be short again, but what I could do is build a little house or something just here. And that would be the house that that they went in for all the field stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build them a little house. A little tiny farmhouse, just right there. I could also do something like put more berries in or something like that. But yeah, it's bad spacing this. Really bad spacing. But you just got to be creative, you know? Just got to be creative. So I'm going to start, I will recruit some colonists to fill the jobs that I've got there. Actually, no, I won't. What I'll do, I'm going to get rid of that job. And get rid of that job. The main thing I wanted was just to see how big everything was going to be and to plan it out. I know that I've got the berry farm, the berry fields, whatever you want to call them, all planned out very nicely. They're going to look good. So I know I can get these done properly. And I've got all the stuff for beds now and all that good stuff. So this will be the start of some really good things to come. There we are. Now part of me is now like, well, if I'm not gonna be if I'm not gonna be having to worry about fitting them into an exact space, do I really need to have them? So I've got to think about these things early on. Do I really want to have them without a space around them, like all butted up to the wall like that? Because that just looks ugly. But I would have coped with it. I would have been okay. But I'm thinking if I have the choice, I'd probably prefer not to do that. Also, I still don't have a slinger. So I do need to just keep a little eye out for any zombies that... Oh no! How did you get in this time? Why don't I have any ammo? Oh, I've used every bit of my ammo. No, 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 come here. Right, what on earth is wrong now? Before they kill any more of my dudes. How did they get in? Oh, alright, okay, okay. I mean, this sometimes happens to me when I'm building. I build things with the idea that I'm gonna... Yeah, with the idea that I'm going to get it finished by night. Then I don't get it finished by night. And then the zombies will come in. Yeah, so he's dead. So that's not ideal. That's not how to play, guys, okay? That's not how to play. At all. But I think this is going to be a really nice area eventually. Okay, I'm going to do another little row. Throwing my sling at it isn't going to work. Just in case you wondered. I'm just going to flatten some of this out. And then I'll go back and kill a couple zombies. And then I'll flatten some more out. And then I'll go kill some zombies. Otherwise I get a bit bored, you know. They're a bit slow. Come here. Scoundrel. Hey, they move every time I blink and try and throw a stone at them. Like I say, they've taken their lessons from the 7 Days zombies. Might have to make them a little corridor so they'll run straight. Okay, that's better. And you too. And your little dog too. Right, we're done with these guys. And no, stop turning around. Okay. And it's nearly daytime, so I can carry on with all my stuff. Right, so I want to get some more colonists in. We do have a reasonable amount of calories. So So I'm just going to recruit all the jobs. We don't have enough beds for some of the jobs. Okay, that is fine by me. Let's see if we can get some more. And I want a grocer today as well. 1, 2. Let's put down like another 4 beds. Because what I want is I want all of the, no, wrong way. No. There we go. Okay, so what I want is all of the berries to be, all the berry farmers to be in here, getting berries, being cool. I also think I'll need to do this as well. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about that, but I'm thinking, whoa! Get off my dudes. You little horror. How did you even get in? They're so sneaky. Okay, so anyway. What was I saying? Before the zombies sneaked up. Oh yeah, I was just saying I'm going to make a bit of this going on. While it's daytime, while there's no zombies around. Just to give them a bit longer that they've got to walk before they get into my place. And let's just do this, this, and this. Just to make it nice and big. Alright, there we go. I don't even know why I did that. Right, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And I'm going to replace everything I can with stone, because I do want this whole wall to be stone eventually. I made it out of wood, and I will use some wood for a few accents and things, but I made it mostly out of wood because I ran out of stone. But I'm going to make them a house over here, I think. And then we'll have all the fields behind the house. That'll be 3 big old wheat fields. And then I'll probably do something similar on the other side. I'll have 3 big wheat or flax or cabbage or whatever we want to have. Fields. Whatever we've researched at the time. And then I'll have a house for all the different farmers. And I'll probably then build some kind of little castle around the banner as well. Just a little tower or something. So let's just get all this flattened out quickly. And then I'll get some more colonists down the mines. I just want to make sure that the food is doing well. The food at the moment is going down. So, I mean, I did say that I would wait to get the fields in. But what I did was I just recruited everybody. And that'll make things happen quite fast. And we're okay for our calories at the moment. And they do seem to be almost instantly actually bringing in the berries, which is good. One thing this game doesn't really tell you, which is a bit annoying, honestly, for me. One thing it doesn't tell you is how many berries, for example, it's getting. Well, unless it's somewhere that I haven't seen anyway, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't tell you kind of how much food you're producing per day. You have to kind of just balance it. It tells you how much you're consuming per day, but it's very difficult to balance when you don't know how much you're producing per day. Okay, so I'm going to get down here, and I'm going to set up a couple more miner spots. Because that's going to be the next thing I'm going to need. I'm going to need someone handing me the stone. There's no way I'm going to just sit and mine all that out. I was making miners' quarters down here, and that basically means they don't have to run as far. I'll also put a grocer down here and a grocer up top. So we'll have farmers' quarters and we'll have miners' quarters. The miners will never need to go see the sun unless they just want to take a walk, you know. I'm not against them having a life. Okay, so I thought I had put down a mining spot down here. Yes, I have. So we're already gathering some copper. But what we need to also do is to gather some tin. So put down a mining spot there. And we also need one of these guys just to gather some stone so they can stand next to each other and chat. It's important to have social contact, says the YouTuber. So we'll do that. And then I'll maybe put a little grocer in the corner there, and then we'll get some beds down here. So I'll actually make some beds and put them down here. What am I needing for beds? More nails? Of course, it's always more nails, isn't it? So I'll get a few of those. But it's good because we've now got the copper miner sorting everything out. I'm noticing that there's no one down here right now, which probably means that my camp is being eaten by zombies right now. Either that or -4 unemployed. No, it's just I don't have enough dudes. Okay, so we are making, we're making back our food now, which is really good. So I feel happy to recruit a few more dudes to fill all jobs, and we'll see if we, yeah, we have just enough colonists to fill all of the jobs. Fantastic. The more colonists I employ, the more it affects this happiness score though. So now because I have 11 population, sorry, the first one is free clearly. Oh no, there we are, -12 for the population. So we've got 12 people. So -12 happiness. So I need to do one thing to give them happiness per person that I employ. They're happy at the moment because they have availability for bread, but they also have availability for berries. I can't talk today. But if I don't keep up with the bread, then we're going to lose that +10 happiness score. And happiness basically gives you like extra science abilities, and it also gives you, if you have a look in there, I think it tells you that at the moment it's costing me 50% of my calories of normal to recruit someone. So if I wasn't giving them enough food, if I wasn't giving them enough variety of food, then that would start to drop, and it would cost more and more and more to recruit somebody, which is not good. How are you guys doing? Are you happy? Good. So yeah, I'm going to eventually probably just make this into some kind of workshop area. I may even build like a workshop. Do you know what would be cool? Would be maybe like, if I've got the space for it, which I think I do, maybe a sort of quite long building that has a, oh, you know what I could do? I could do a whole sort of like roofed over marketplace sort of thing with a floor, and then I put clusters of works. Oh yeah, I've got an idea for this. Yes. Okay, so also I need to be getting the wheat fields done because I am lagging behind in that particular endeavour. So yes, I am going to do this. I probably will get a trench around the whole thing as well soon. Just, I am getting more zombie attacks in here than I am entirely happy with. Yeah, that'll do, I think. For now. Always change it up a bit later. It's only a few stone walls, and eventually these guys are going to start doing the building and stuff for me, which will be great. Oh, I've left it too late. So let's just pull this away. I don't want them getting in on the wall again, because that sucked. Don't know why there's like a random hole there. It's a newbie pit. It's there to trick me. So what we don't really want is the zombies getting in. So I will just do a little bit more of the wall. I'm going to put some light in here as well. Probably put a light everywhere. There's a little sort of gap in there. So yeah, just keep it disconnected from your main walls when you're building a new wall, because otherwise the zombies get in and they eat your people. Should have really been pretty obvious to me that, really, wouldn't it? You know, but, you know. Okay. I'm just going to have a look around, see how many zombies are on their way. Not many, by the looks of it, at the moment. Pretty quiet night. They're going to wait until my back is turned, aren't they? You know what they're like. I'll make sure as well that I've got enough bullets in my inventory. And you notice how it magically increases to 200? That is basically, I've got a stone miner and I've got a... I don't know what he'd be called, actually. A workshop manager, let's call him that. A workshop attendant. And he's making me bullets up to 200 every day. Which is good, because apparently I can't shoot. So they're just going to make a total beeline. Well, they should do anyway. Don't know what you're doing up there, mate. Just having a little dance or something. That's better. So they should really make it in a straight line all the way down to the banner. So So I've got a little while to shoot them if I need to. And the further out I extend that little rampart thing, and what I would do is probably put like archers up here, maybe a slinger or two at the front eventually. But what I'm really wanting to do is to not have to worry about having an extra colonist just to defend. Although, looking at all these guys, maybe I'm going to need one pretty soon. Anyone come in from this side? Yes, we've got some coming in from this side too. I'm happy to defend from within the berry farms. It funnels them into a straight line, and that really helps me to aim. So I can just hold my cursor at the same point and just shoot at them. And if they're going down a long tunnel, they're not going to duck and weave, which is always a bit of a pain when you're trying to aim at them. The trenches around the outside kind of do the same job as well. They kind of funnel them a little bit too. Yeah, we're definitely getting more dudes each night. More zombies. And I'm feeling like it's a little bit of a waste of my time to be stood there just defending against them. So I will probably, for the next night, get a slinger up here, I think. I think I'll have enough food to just about do it. Especially when I get like the bread production and stuff in. Ah, you don't want to go down my trench. I built it for you. So ungrateful. Okay, so morning time is here now. Just going to look for any sort of straggly ones. Once the guys start waking up, that's probably fine. One thing that I have found in previous test runs is that eventually the sheer amount of zombies around means that sometimes they straggle into the day a little bit. So sometimes you do, even if you don't have daytime monsters, sometimes you do need daytime slingers just to get any little ones that are sort of... You don't need as many as the nighttime ones. But just to get any that have been like kind of hanging out in the woods, having a little party, and then they decide to come late, you know? Not fair. But yeah, I do feel like I've got kind of plenty of food coming in, which is really nice. Having 7 berry farms to start with is a really good thing. You can never have too many. That's one thing I've learned from this. You can just never have too many berry farms. 6 or 7 is a really good number. You're going to always have enough food to set everything else up. So let's get this wall finished. Giving you some in-game music there, look. I'm singing it. Because this game at the moment doesn't have any music. But that doesn't matter to me. It's fine. I still enjoy the game, with or without music. Okay, just ran out of stone. But luckily, my dude down there made me some more. So I'm very happy about that. I need to try not to use all of the stone because they're making me sling bullets out of it. So, you know, that's how I'm going to defend. I need the stone for defenses. 1 stone collector is, unless you're building tons and tons and tons of stuff out of stone, is usually fairly good just for the early game. I've never needed really to use much tin. I collect it anyway, but I've never had a ton of reason to use it. I think you might use it to make bronze. It might get used up for bronze, possibly. I haven't made any bronze bars yet, so we haven't actually really started smelting bronze ingots, but we will need to very soon. But the thing I'm going to do now, I need to sort of get my wheat farmers in. So I need to give them a way down there as well. So once it's all nicely boxed in, there we are. So we've got our nice little section here. I want to just quickly... Okay, I want to put in the... Yeah, right, okay. I want to make a little stairs. Just so they can get down. Just a gap in the wall, that's all it is. And then I'm going to just place these, and then I'll know how much room I've got for wheat farmer. Then I'll know how much room I've got for putting my little house in that I wanted. So there's that one. Number 2. I might not even have room for a house, you never know. Number 3 was 100. I have room for a very small house. I make it out of wood probably. Wood and straw maybe. Yeah, so their first little sort of shelter is going to be here. I need to mark it out somehow. Oh, you know what the best way to do that is to have crates on your hotbar. The reason is that when you have crates on your hotbar, you can still make changes to terrain, but so like that. But you can still see the outline of all your fields and things like that. So if I wanted to just mark where I'm going to put my little house, and we know that it's going to go here. It's going to be a very small shelter. So what I'm going to do is just put pillars up and then put a little roof on top, and it's just going to be a little tiny farmhouse shelter thingy. Because I'm not going to have much room for walls, honestly. We're just going to have a little farm shelter, and it will have a roof, and they will be able to be cozy in there. I'll be able to have one little row of beds, I think. It will not be very big at all. It will be very long, though. It will be a very long house. Like the Vikings had. A long house. So, probably want one to be... Torch to be about there. Oh, no. I want a torch about here, I think. And another torch about there. Just get everything lit up. I'll probably put torches on the house as well. So all I'm going to do here is just put some little pillars up and give it a little straw roof. And it will look very cute. A la my barn in Staxel. So we'll move some of the beds over to this little shelter. Don't know how far I'll be able to reach. So the idea will be, the roof will be kind of flat, but then I'll stick a little, I'll make it pitched. I'll stick a pitch on it on top like this, see. And that'll be my first little shelter for them to live in. Because, you know, it doesn't rain in this game, so they should be fine in here. It's better than sleeping under the stars, right? So, yeah, this is just their very first little shelter, you see? It's a little barn. And they will sleep in there. And I'll maybe put the grocers just outside. Yeah, we'll do that, actually. I'm going to put a little grocery store just outside their little tiny shelter. There we are. And we need, like, loads more colonists because I've just put tons of different jobs in there. But we don't have enough beds. Oh, look, I just happened to make a bedroom and we just so happen to have 5 beds. So that's handy. I'm thinking maybe we'll have like a double bed. And Still doesn't work very well. You know what we need to do? Is a double bed there, double bed there, single bed there. No, double bed there as well. Yes, 3 double beds. That's what we got in here. Don't ask me how that works. There we go. I've got 3 big beds. And they can just, the farmers can just lay down their weary heads after they've been, like, ploughing the fields. Sounds good to me. Also, it is now nighttime. And I don't want to be defending this place anymore. So I'm going to get myself a slinger. Because we do have enough calories, I believe, for that. So let's pop a slinger in. Guard, nighttime, slinger. I would like you to face that way. That would be handy. Now then, we should be able to, hopefully, recruit everybody we need now to fill all jobs. We are now up to 17 colonists. That's not bad considering we are still in the first hour and a half of the game. Would be really handy if the slinger could make it up here pronto. I may need to give him a hand. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh no, he seems to be on top of it. Good job, laddie. Good job. Even with Sheilab getting in the way. Okay, so I think that this... Yeah, I'm quite happy with all of this. So one thing I'm going to do now is put some either stone or grass or something into the areas where between the fields. So I know where they are. I'm just going to mark them basically. I'll eventually know where they are anyway because I'll see stuff growing in them. But I don't like it when I can't see the edge of my fields and it's all just a big patch of mud. It just looks rubbish. And again, using that whole crate thing to make the changes. So if you, as I said earlier, if you make a crate your object of your hotbar, you can see the field markings but also make changes to your terrain. So I'm gonna just put some in around here as well. Even if that's on the mud, I don't mind that too much. Yeah, so that. Oh no, I'm gonna need to take out that one under the grocer. Nightmare. Oops. Didn't want to do that. Also, I will need to put some crates down. More crates in the berry farm, I expect, and some more crates down over here as well. I'm just going to get rid of all of that around there and put grass there. But I like this little place. It's rustic. And I don't have to worry about doors and things. The slinger's doing well over there by the sounds of it. Nice one, slinger. Saves me from doing that, and then I can just spend the whole night messing around and making my stuff look pretty, which is what I actually want to be doing. Okay, so we've got a nice little wheat farm area just over here. So we've got 3 massive wheat farms and a little place for all my wheat farm workers to sit and do their stuff. Also, each one of these will have its own crate. So I want one here. I want one here. In fact, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to put 4. Ah, no! I can't have it in the wrong place. Ah! So that should be fine. Zombies shouldn't be able to get in here and stuff. And they should be able to just do their thing. You should be able to jump over the wall and get in here when the time comes in the morning. Wonderful. So, Slinger, you've done a really good job. You meant that I could spend all of the last night. You've got enough Slinger ammo. Yes. And we've got plenty of stone. Right, I'm going to start replacing some of this wood with stone walls. I don't mind having like a little wooden structure. But I'm not particularly keen on the wooden walls at the moment. And I will need to just dig down that grass there because this is one section lower. And that's what I like about the walls, is it helps you just to get things tiered. I don't really know where the official place to go into. I'll make one eventually. The official place to go into the wheat farms is, but we'll get it sorted. So the grocer's just stood there. And then people go and get their noms off him. I will put a grocer down in the mine as well. Because the idea behind the mine is that the 3 miners are going to have their own little quarters and their own grocer. And the grocer will need a bed too. So if we have like 4 beds down here, 1 for the grocer and 3 for the miners, then we won't need them to come all the way up and down the stairs each day, which does waste a lot of their time. So we're trying to be a little bit efficient. I know that I'm not always the most efficient person in the world, but there we go. And now that needs to come back one, I think. And I will make this prettier for them eventually. I'll put them some nice floorboards in and stuff. Maybe I should do that already, actually. Make them floorboards. It's a shame you can't really make them anything like little bedside tables or anything like that. But we'll at least give them a wooden floor. And I will need 1 more bed, I think, down here. Just because, as I said, I want a grocery down here for them. So they've got all of their needs met in this particular space. There we are. So they've got their little grocery. They've got their little bedroom there. Very cozy. I'm going to make it nice for them too. So that's the starts of the bedroom. Very small, very cute. I'll put a torch on the other side so that they've got like symmetry there, because that's important, right? Symmetry is important. And then I'll probably give them some brick walls. Everyone either gets wood or brick at the moment. At the moment, there are not many choices in materials for me at the moment. So. But that looks a lot smarter than just these rough walls. It's a little bit like in RimWorld when you give them like either a stone or a wooden wall around their bedroom. It just makes them happier. It doesn't actually make them happier in this game, but I like to imagine it does. So just a very, very small little cubbyhole bedroom that they can all share. It would be very cool if, like in places, games like Stonehearth, RimWorld, that sort of thing, if this game did start to assign happiness to things like whether people had their own bedroom, whether they were crowded, all that sort of thing, that would be really cool. Don't know how much work it would take. Not being a games designer myself, so I'll say things that are cool. I don't ever expect a dev to implement them because I don't know personally how much work that takes. Okay, it's going to be dark in here for just a minute. What I might do is just get the whole of the mine wall as well, just because we're not constantly making the mine bigger, there's no reason for me not to make it pretty and well lit and things like that, because, you know, these guys are going to be down here all day, every day. You know, and they're not going to even leave to get their food or anything like that, because I'm making it really quite efficient in that regard. So I'm just going to put like a couple of torches there. A couple of torches there. I know it looked light, but it's not actually light. It looks light because... There we are. And I can expand this later. It looks light because I was holding the torch. So I do need to lighten it all up for them. Make it all nice. I could even make the stairwell nicer, but I won't at the moment. I will just make this area here a little bit less disgusting, I guess. I won't mess with the floor, obviously, because that's where they're mining. And if I needed, say, for example, more stone to be mined, And that would be where I would do that. So I'd be taking away from their little spots. But in the bedroom, I've got no problem with them having a nice wooden floor and stuff like that. Got plenty of room out in the mine for them to have mining spots and things like that. You don't need to worry about the bedroom. There we go. Much nicer. So the next thing I want to do is to go and make a little section for my water gatherers. So I'm just going to finish off the end here quickly. It won't take me 2 seconds. Because by the end of this episode, I would like to have mining, bread making, the full industry in. And I don't see that that should be a problem. There we are. Look at my mine. My mine is amazing. There we are. And they've got a little bedroom and they should be totally happy. No! Go to your bedroom in there! What? Why are you going up the stairs? Maybe they'll work it out eventually. I don't know. But I tried, okay? The other thing that I can do to make it a bit quicker for them is to put in quarter blocks in the stairs to make them a little bit nicer. I'll probably change the material the stair is made out of and make the staircase a lot nicer eventually. But I'll leave it as it is for now because I want to work on an area for my water gatherer, who will be my next employee. So basically what I want to do over here is to do another kind of like hut sort of area. So I probably want to be as in line as I can be. Oh, you know I'm going to do it, don't you? You know I'm going to make like a little path for them. Because I can't help myself. So we're going to carry on the path. All the way to the water's edge. So I'm just going to try and go in a straight line to the water's edge. And put a little pathway in. My slinger should be just keeping all the zombies away. I hope they won't come after me while I'm trying to build. But they might. Okay, so I probably want to just put, like, step it down there. Put the path all the way along the sand here. I'll probably dig a little bit back as well. I might just replace the sand as well down here. Make it look pretty. You know, when I dig down to soil, I like to replace it with, like, the original block. And basically, in this area, I'm going to make myself a kind of fishing hut. So let's get some light. Hopefully, no one seems to be dying in the colony, so that's always a good start, isn't it? So the idea is going to be that the fishing hut will go all the way out to the water, and possibly a little beyond if I can. Can I go in the water? I can go in the water. Okay, so cool. And the idea of this is that I will probably put like a slinger or something outside or whatever. But just to whoa. I didn't know I could go underwater in this. That's well cool. I can build right into the water. If I can get things to work properly. Okay, I'm just going to take those away. So I have a little step down to there. I'll probably put the sand back in down there. Take those away, I think. Try and outbuild the zombie. I can outrun and outbuild these zombies. No, get off my thing. No. I hate you. Oh, it needs to be one bigger. Okay, hang on. I'm just totally dodging this zombie. I don't know if I can make them walk faster. But yeah, the idea will be that I make myself like a little fishing pier coming out of this building. Okay, I'm making myself a zombie target right now, and I'm going to need some more wood anyway, so I'll go back, I'll make some planks and stuff. Maybe help the slinger out with a bit of zombie defense. Because you're slightly struggling, aren't you? Just a little bit. So a bit of a hand is always required. So the guys that are over down by the fishing hut are coming back up here now. Ugh, I'm at 45 minutes already and I haven't even got a baker in. But the idea with that whole structure down there is that it's going to be good for my fishermen and for my water gatherers. Now, there's two ways to do that in this game. Die. There's two ways to do that in this game. You've got the fast way, which is the get water nearby to your camp, gather water from the lake, gather fish from the lake. Wonderful. Your water gatherers go out to it each day, gather a load of stuff and come back. Or you can have a pump inside your place. It's probably a little less risky that way, honestly. And like fish farms inside your place, but they are not as efficient. So you would need more workers. Oh, my bullets have run out. No! You would need more workers to do the same job. So this is why I elected to be near water this time. I'm like, well, you know what? That's going to help me quite a lot. So what have I got? I've got tiger logs. I need a tree farm at some point, but to be honest, oh, actually got loads of temperate logs. That's fine. To be honest with you, usually the trees that I clear at the beginning keep me going well into the game, so I don't tend to put a tree farm in until quite a bit later on, honestly. Right, so I'm going to just keep the old... I'll probably just put like a little path in here. There we are. That's just for my defences. So I'll keep the old trench going in there, that's fine. And then we're going to have a wooden path that goes down to the fishing spot. If for no other reason, then I will remember where it is at that point. So there we are, just a wooden path that just reminds me where I'm going, where my little fishing hut is. And again, I'll probably do like a little straw roof, but the problem is, up until now, the wheat farmers haven't been doing a lot, and I've been making a lot of beds. So I've got to be a little bit careful that I don't use too much straw in making things. So I may leave the roof to this structure for a little bit later, but just getting the pier sorted out is going to be a really good thing. I want it to look like a proper little fishing pier, you know? There'll be 2 or 3 wide. Yeah. No, it's going to need to be 3 wide, I think. Right, let's see what that actually looks like from under the water. I probably put so many blocks in the wrong places. Lovely. My wonderful, wonderful fishing pier, and I will probably change the sandy floor out for like a wooden floor or something. A straw floor is always really nice because it's different. But at the moment, I don't think I can do that. Could do a grass floor. I could do a sand, dirt. Nothing particularly pretty is there to put on the floor, so I will just put wooden floor down. We'll have a little straw roof, and it'll just be a little fishing hut. And the idea will be that we'll have a crate or 2 in here. I probably won't put beds down here because it's not covered by my safe zone. And then if I just do this across the top here. My little fishing and water gathering area. I think this pier needs to be longer, because it looks very disproportionate right now. Okay, I think that looks a bit better. So let's put some crates kind of out on there. Yeah, it'll look really docksidey, won't it? There we are. A couple of crates like there. You know, maybe even crates just along here, along the edges. More decoration than anything else, honestly. And then what we'll do is we'll put like a gathering spot. And I can extend this right out as well. So what I will do, I'll put a water gatherer. I would like to go back. I would like to go to food. I would like to go to water gatherer. And my water gatherer will come down here. Boom. And put buckets of water. See, that one's no water nearby. So you need to be literally on a tile right by water. So making this little pier, this little fishing pier, and my little fishing hut, going to be really super useful. Where's all my planks gone? Put them all back in my inventory. Ah. Your inventory grows, by the way. The more things you get, the more it seems to grow. So don't worry about like running out of space. Because I was worried about running out of space. And I didn't need to be. So there we go. Fishing huts. Done. Oh, I'm at 51 minutes. And I haven't done the baker yet. Quick. Quick, let's do the baker. 272,000 food. So the food is going up. The berries are keeping everything equal. We are going to run out of bread very soon. So I need to get this done. So I'm going to just be very, very simple about it. I will eventually probably have like a little house for my baker, a little house for my metalsmith. We'll do all of that. But at the moment, I'm just going to chuck them all in the same place. I hope you don't mind. So, have I got a... Yes, I do. I've got a grindstone and I've got an oven. That should be everything I need to make bread now. Especially now I've got my water gatherer. Oops. That's the wrong way around. They won't be able to reach it. Just make sure that the grindstone isn't the wrong way around as well, because it probably is. I don't seem to be able to place it anymore. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter which way around that is. So let's get some more colonists recruited and get our first bits of bread done. Hopefully before we run out of our starter bread. And then everyone can stay happy. We want happiness in our lives. Also, I feel like we kind of need more torches around that area. Down there. I kind of feel like the berry farmers do need their own little house as well. The wheat farmers have their own little house. So we've got enough for 3 berry farmers and 3 of the wheat farmers to live in there. We don't have quite enough beds for everybody there yet. We've got enough for all of the miners to have a bed down in their mining bedrooms. Not that they decide that they want to go to the... You would think they would want to go to the nearest bed, right? Honestly. But no, doesn't seem to happen like that. But as I say, it might be because the beds only just went in and they haven't realised that that's their beds yet. Okay, well it's night time again. So I don't think our first piece of bread will be here in time. I can change the walls over a little bit just so that they will look a bit nicer. I mean, it's not that I don't like wooden walls, it's just that I like the walls all to be of the same material. It helps a lot. Yeah. I'm sure there's those of you out there that are of the same opinion. There we go. Rid of these little bits as well. So we've just got some stone walls. And eventually we will get things to make these walls look a little bit prettier. But they're not here quite yet, so. Don't need that anymore. I'm just got to be a bit careful when I'm doing these things at night now. The slingers are doing quite a good job on the walls. I may need very soon to put a second one up there. I don't think I need one quite yet. But I don't think that's going to be far in the future that I will need slinger number 2. But we're making some really good progress. So we are up to bread production now. Haven't done much science today, unfortunately, because a lot of it relies on things like flax fields being in. So my next episode, we will get flax fields in. So the wheat fields are doing great over here. We're going to have... I know that I'm spending a lot of time on the initial food production. Oh, I didn't dig that out. I have to do this now. Quick. I know I'm spending a lot of time on the initial food production, and that is taking a little bit of time on the early episodes. I promise you that will be worth it in episodes to come, because the worst thing you can have in this game is a bottleneck caused by a lack of food, meaning that you're there for ages waiting for them to be happy enough and to have enough food in the bank to recruit more colonists. So I'm very, very heavily working on the food to start with. Basically get the infrastructure in, and then you can work on all the cool stuff. That's the idea behind this. So this isn't risky. This isn't at all risky. There isn't a zombie right there. Was trying to come through. Taking away the light source. Always a good thing. But I want this to all be wood. Also, I promised you that we would have a bakery by the end of the episode. We have a bakery. We have full bread production now. 300 tiles of wheat being produced, which is amazing. All the walls will be stone. If it kills me. Which it might do, because I'm doing it at night. In theory, if you didn't have enough to make a full too high wall, you could just make the wall too high but with a space underneath, and that would still keep the zombies out. There's a lot of stuff that I do in this that is all about aesthetics. So. There we go. So now... Oh no, the zombie killed the slinger! That was me, like, I'm going to need a second slinger soon. Yes, I'm going to need a sling. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's sort this situation out now. Right. I've got zombies all the way through my thing. Die. And this is why... This is why I'm protecting all the way from back here. I've got the berry fields in the way. Oh, no. Who are they down there? Oh, they've gotten down into my other bit. Okay, I'm gonna have a problem here. Apparently a monster managed to get down there. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's now daytime. I can just kill these last couple of monsters that are in my field. Rehire. And this is why I've got a robust food economy. Get off my people. There's still another one in my fields. And just a couple to get on the walls now. Oh, that was terrifying. So this is what happens when you don't put enough guards on because you're too busy working on food production. Where I'm hearing punching again. Right. So now I'm gonna have to recruit a load more colonists because I was silly and I didn't put enough slingers on the wall. So we're gonna start off putting a slinger on the wall. Oh, She-Lab. Got a second slinger on there. Clearly needed. Right, there we go. So there's 2 slingers now. We could even go really crazy and put 4. Oi, what are you doing? Get off me. Yes, clearly my rapid expansion of colonists has not helped at all. So let's just recruit to fill all the jobs again. I need some more beds as well. Probably because I put so many slingers up there. There's 2 jobs that are not filled. It's probably the slinger jobs, and that is fine by me. So anyway, I'm going to have to leave it now because it's been an hour. I meant to sort of stop at about the 50-minute mark, and then I had to go and make my water gatherer thing, and then I had to go and, you know, put the bakery in because I promised I'd do that this episode, and then everything went wrong and the zombies got in, so yeah. I'm going to end there. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We're getting there. We've got our first little shelter for people. We've got our first little bedroom down in the mines. We've got millions and zillions of berries. We have some baking going on. They look like they're a little short on water there, so I'll have a look at that next episode. Hope you enjoyed. And if you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more colony survival, then please subscribe. I'll let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.